hasn't taken long for 6-month-old Marley to fit right in at the ranch. Eric has spent a lot of time playing and bonding with him. And Rashi has been working on finding him a family.
I just got off the phone with a couple that I think will be perfect for Marley. They are looking for a puppy, and they have time to spend and devote to a puppy.
Okay, great. Did you hear that, Marley? Maybe get a family.
Yay!
Has a lot of patience.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to chat with Michael and Cindy.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. We're really excited to get to know you guys more. Tell us more about what you do for a living.
Well, I'm actually a retired contractor. I've been retired for a couple of years.
I'm the director of a retreat center, which is in Montecito, California.
Cindy, can you give me a little bit more detail about your last couple of years?
In 2018, there was a mud flow in Montecito, and the retreat center lost 9 of the 16 buildings, 14 acres of our property. So we're in the process of rebuilding. And then following that, my mother passed away from cancer, and then my dad died 6 months later. And then a few months later, my cousin Steph died.
It's like I never thought I'd be able to handle the loss of my mom and my dad. And then my cousin, too, who I adored my cousin.
Given all the loss she's experienced, I can understand the need for a companion and a dog.
There's a beautiful picture behind you guys. Are you into art?
I am. We are. That's mine. I made it. I do mosaic tiling. As a matter of fact, Michael made the board for it.
So Cindy, can you tell me a little bit more about your home?
It's a relatively small house. It's all 1 story, 2-bedroom house. We have a very tall hedge that surrounds most of the property, and it's all fenced in with the neighbor.
Can you tell me what type of dog you're looking for?
Well, ideally, I think we would like a puppy less than a year old. I really wanted like an outdoor kind of a dog that I could go for a walk on the beach.
We did rescue a dog recently, and I think that he may be a good fit for you. We're still gonna assess his temperament and make sure that we're going in the right direction, but we'll keep you posted. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Fabulous.
Very excited.
Yeah.
I was so excited when I heard Eric and Rashi might have found a dog.
All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you. I hope to talk to you really soon and keep you posted, okay?
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Coming up next, Eric has his work cut out for him.
I noticed when I was trying to lure a treat over his head, he didn't really want to sit on to the grass.
Marley, a 6-month-old Beagle-Terrier mix, has brought a lot of fun energy to the ranch. Eric has spent several days playing and bonding with him.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Best puppy kisses.
Eric now thinks the pup is ready to begin training on the 6 classic cues.
Today I'm working with Marley on sit. I noticed when I was trying to lure a treat over his head, he didn't really want to sit on to the grass. So I brought a big plush bed out, which makes it a little easier.
Look at this.
They'll sit on this cushioned bed, and when you do lure the treat, they get a little off balance, and to get themselves back on balance, they'll sit back. Yes, and I would mark with yes, and then treat. He was very consistently sitting back. I then took the insert of the bed out just to make it a little less cushioned. Yes. Then I worked my way down to a bed for a crate. Yes. With working on it consistently, he was able to actually sit back on this mat. Yes.
Over the next few days, Eric continues to work with Marley on the sit cue.
And eventually, I'm able to morph that lure into the hand signal for sit. Yes, good. Once he's consistently doing that, I'm actually able to introduce the word sit. Can we sit? Yes. And he's doing great. I'm really proud of him.
Eric then transitions into the down cue.
As his belly and chest touch the ground, I say yes and reward. Yes, good job. Yes. And now he's a smart enough dog to where he starts to anticipate. So as soon as my hand goes up, he starts to go down. Down? Yes, good job, Marley. Now it's just gonna be consistency. Down? Yes, good job, Marley.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi head to Santa Barbara to tour Michael and Cindy's home to make sure it's a safe place for a dog.
How are you? Come on in.
Cindy was kind enough to show us around the house. All in all, the environment seems great. I'm just really excited for Marley to come into this type of circumstance.
Over the next few weeks, Eric continues training.
Come.
Marley is eager to learn.
Leave it.
and soon masters the other cues.
Yes.
To mark his achievement of passing basic training, Marley is awarded a silver medal.
Okay. Good job, Marley. Good boy.
Coming up, Marley faces a whole new set of training challenges. Here's a health and wellness tip from Cosequin. Just like humans, dogs can experience boredom. So to make sure that your furry friend stays mentally stimulated, increase the amount of daily exercise that your dog gets. Provide your pet with fun, challenging, and healthy treat-filled toys. Take more frequent trips to the dog park or arrange play dates for your dog. And consider enrolling your best friend in a dog agility class. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Marley.
6-month-old Marley has used his boundless energy to master all 6 classic cues. He's now ready to move on to more advanced training. Since his potential adopters, Michael and Cindy, love to hike, Eric conditions Marley to hiking. Michael and Cindy also live 5 minutes from the ocean, so Eric introduces Marley to beach life. Next, one of Cindy's hobbies inspires Eric to work with Marley on an advanced Leave It cue.
Cindy has mentioned that she loves to create mosaic artwork. I want to make sure that if these little pieces fall on the ground, that he knows to leave them. Leave it. As soon as those little pieces touch the ground, I'm saying leave it.
Yes.
And as soon as he turns his head, he gets a yes and a reward. Okay, go ahead and drop another piece. Leave it. Yes. And as time goes on, it's like clockwork. Piece hits the ground, he turns, he gets a reward. Yes. All right, he's got it.
Yeah.
And since Michael works with a lot of power tools, Eric acclimates Marley to a variety of them.
I want him to associate these new sounds with something rewarding. So eventually when he hears these sounds, he gets good feelings. And just making the different noises while Rashi treats. He just was focused on Rashi, waiting for his next treat, and started to associate the sound with that treat. And I'm really excited over the next couple of weeks to see him grow from that and eventually go into his forever home and not really care at all that he hears these louder sounds.
All right, that's what we were looking for. Nice and calm.
Did a great job.
Yeah. For a puppy, that was amazing.
Coming up,
Oh my gosh.
Here's the puppy.
Eric surprises Michael and Cindy with their new family member.
Look who it is.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Marley has grown up a lot during his time at the ranch. He's completed his basic training and is ready to go home, which means that it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Be a good boy, okay? Marley is a very sweet, special puppy. I can't wait for him to be able to bond with his new forever parents and just have a happy life.
I know. Today I'm going to be taking Marley to Santa Barbara to meet his forever family, Cindy and Michael Swain.
Michael and I were just sitting outside and relaxing, and all of a sudden Eric walked in with Marley. Oh my
Eric.
gosh. Hi, Eric. So good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the puppy.
Look who it is.
Marley.
Marley. I was so amazed to see how absolutely adorable he was. He is the cutest thing ever.
The first minute that we put our eyes on Marley, we just immediately fell in love with him. You are so adorable. Oh my gosh.
So Cindy, I know you mentioned this is your first dog, right?
It is.
All right. Well, how about we take a little stroll and I'll show you how to handle him.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the rest of the afternoon, Eric shows Cindy and Michael how they can continue young Marley's training.
I was very impressed with Eric, the way he handled Marley and what he's already taught him.
We're very excited that Eric taught the dog these specific cues so that we can reinforce them by doing them over and over again.
I got to show them how to handle bicycles, skateboards, and how to make sure that we're not overwhelming him in certain circumstances, especially for a puppy.
All right, guys. Well, do you think you can take it from here?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Well, I have one more thing to give him, because he's now yours, I'm gonna give him his gold graduation medal, okay?
Gosh.
There we go.
What a handsome boy.
There we go.
Now that Marley's adoption is official, it's time for Eric to say goodbye.
I know, thank you. Thank you for the kiss. All right, guys, it's all yours.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks so much, Eric.
Oh, my pleasure. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Eric.
About a month and a half ago, Marley had no clue what it was to learn basic obedience and our 6 classic cues, and now I couldn't pick a better future for him.
I just think it's a great fit, and I'm thoroughly convinced that Marley's going to have a great life.
I want to thank Eric and Rashi so much for helping to train my little baby, and I know that we're going to have a wonderful life with him.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.